स्टूडेंट देखिए, जो टॉपिक चल रहा है बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन एक्ट 1949, उससे एक टॉपिक मिड में ले लिया था, सोशल कंट्रोल। अभी इसके कुछ बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन एक्ट के कुछ ये रिमेनिंग पॉइंट्स अभी कुछ रह गए हैं। देखिए, सम इम्पोर्टेंट सेक्शंस ऑफ बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन एक्ट 1949। सेक्शंस जैसे कि नंबर 1, इसमें बैंकिंग बिजनेस देखिए, बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन एक्ट केम वॉज implemented on 16 March 1949 in the form of Banking Companies Act 1949. Again on 1st March 1966 through an amendment it was renamed as Banking Regulation Act 1949. Its details knowledge can be obtained by the study of its different sections. Some important sections can be described as follows. Number 1, banking business. In different subsections of the section of 6, इसका section 6 है स्टूडेंट, banking regulation, there is description of business to be performed under, not to be performed by the banks. It is said in the section 6 subsection 1 that the business of banking companies include accepting deposits, advancing loans, providing locker facilities, issuing letters of credit and issuing traveler's check, etc. In section 6 subsection 2 it is said that any banking company can't perform the tasks which are not mentioned in the section of 6 subsection 1. Student number 2, banking and banking company, section इसका 7. देखिए, it is said in section 7 that a company dealing in banking business must use one term out of banking and banking company with its name. Number 3, prohibited functions, section 8 and 9. In section 8 and 9, those jobs are mentioned which are prohibited for banks. According to section 8, a bank can't be involved in sale and purchase of goods. Similarly, according to section 9, any bank can't retain the non-usable immovable property for more than 7 years without the prior permission for RBI. RBI can extend this period up to 5 years. स्टूडेंट, इसके ये इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन चल रहे हैं बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन एक्ट के. नंबर 4, प्रोहिबिशन ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑफ मैनेजिंग एजेंट्स, सेक्शन 10 सबसेक्शन 1. According to section 10 subsection 1, no banking company shall employ or be managed by the managing agent or shall employ or continue the employment of any person who is or at any time has been adjudicated insolvent, has suspended payment, has compounded with his creditor, or who is or has been criminal court of the offense involving moral turpitude. Number 5, minimum paid up capital and reserves, section 11. According to the section 11 of the act, if the office branches of the bank is more than one states excluding Calcutta and Mumbai, if the office branches of the bank are in Calcutta or Mumbai or both the places, The minimum amount of capital and reserves should be rupees 10 lakh. Similarly, every foreign bank having branches in in India should have 15 lakh and 20 lakh rupee as the amount of capital and reserve in the above mentioned condition. Next, 6. Regulation of paid up capital, subscribed capital and authorized capital, section 12. According to the section 12 of the Banking Regulation Act, a banking can operate only when its subscribed capital is not less than half of the authorized and paid up capital is not less than half of the subscribed capital. Among the shares, only ordinary or equity shares have been considered. About preference shares, it has been said that these shares have been issued before 1st July 1944. Number 7. Commission, brokerage and discount on sale of shares. Section 3. It is mentioned in the section 13 of the Act that any banking company can't give more than 2.5% of the paid up capital of its shares directly or indirectly as commission, brokerage, concession or wages. Next, student, reserve fund. Section 17. According to the section 17 of the Act, every banking company incorporated in India must keep 20% of its net profit in reserve fund. Number 9. Powers of Reserve Banks of India to control advances. Section 21. According to section 21 of the RBI, has been authorized to keep an eye on advances guaranteed by the other banks. The RBI can ban advances if it is not satisfied. Next, student, licensing of banking companies. Section 22. According to section 22 of the Act, any banking company can't start its functions unless it take the letter of permission from the RBI in the regard. The banking company has to apply to the RBI for this. 11. Restrictions on opening of new office of the bank. Section 23. According to the section 23 of the Act, any bank can't open any new branches any place of India and abroad. It can't even transfer its branch office from one place to another without the prior permission. The objective of RBI behind it is to check unnecessary competition among banks. Next, number 12. Assets in India, section 25. According to section 25, the assets in India of every banking company at the time of closing of business on the last Friday every quarter of its that the Friday it is a public holiday, and the Negotiable Act 1881 should not less than 75% of its demand and time liabilities in India. Number 13, profit and loss account and balance sheet, section 29. According to the section 29 of the Act, it is essential for every bank to prepare a profit and loss account and balance sheet at the end of calendar year or on a particular due date at the time of end of 12 months as decided in the Gazetteer of the central government. For this consideration, profit and loss account and balance sheet have to be prepared on prescribed format only. Next, audit. According to section 30 of the Act, the profit and loss account and balance sheet prepared according to the section 29 have to be audited by a capable person. The auditor has been given so many rights in this regard. 15. Copies of balance sheet and profit and loss account to be sent to the register. It is the provision in this section 32 of the Act where a banking company in any year the balance sheet in accordance with the provision of section 31, it shall at the same time send to the registrar 3 copies of such accounts and balance sheet and of the auditor's reports, and where such copies are so sent, it shall not be necessary to file with the registrar in the case of any public company copies of balance sheet and the auditor's report as required by some section 1 of section 220 of the Companies Act 1956. 16. Inspection of bank, section 35. In the section 35 of the Act of RBI has been given right that it can inspect the accounts of bank if the RBI is dissatisfied with any account or working system. It can instructed the bank to make necessary correction. 18 यानी 16 है. 17. Appointment of additional director. According to the section 36 of the Act, the RBI has right that it can appoint additional directors from the time to time in the interest of the public or banking company. The RBI can appoint one or more directors, but this appointment will be for the maximum period of 3 years. स्टूडेंट, बाकी जो इसके पॉइंट्स कुछ बचे हुए हैं उनको कल डिस्कस करेंगे. थैंक यू स्टूडेंट.